Now, ladies and gentlemen, after Counter-Strike 2's longest stretch without any update, DPR change, or word from the devs, Valve kinda returned after 2 weeks later. Late Thursday last week, the CS devs updated Counter-Strike 2 with a blog post size smaller than a meme. The community wasn't and currently isn't really happy. But with us now going into the new week, letting everything settle, with Valve teasing and taunting us, I believe there's going to be a very positive outcome to all this, and we'll discuss exactly that in today's video. Today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a buying and trading marketplace where you can trade off your old skins for something new. All you do is log in with Steam, then you trade the skins you no longer want to pick up the new skins you want to obtain. Any remaining cash from trading goes to your balance that can be used in any future trade. By using my code MANDO, you can get up to a free $5, and if you choose to deposit alongside using my code, you get a total of a 35% deposit bonus. With SkinsMonkey's large variety of skins, they also offer daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. If interested, it'll be the top of the link in the description below. Now, firstly, for today's video is just some quick context, and we're going to rewind all the way back to December of 2023, so just last month. We saw an update in late December of last year, and 2 weeks later, we got the one on the 4th of January. With there being a 2-week break, that was also the longest stretch of any content since Counter-Strike 2 first came out. It just seems to be every single time there isn't any content or update whatsoever, that waiting period gets longer, and this time is no different, and the time after this also proves that point. But Valve actually had a real excuse in that time period from December until January, that being the holidays. All the devs and everyone at the offices are supposedly supposed to be on vacation, but with us now being in January, there wasn't really a reason for them not to even update Counter-Strike 2 whatsoever. After being back at the offices for over 2 weeks, we saw yet again nothing. And this is for some context for the viewers of this video, but just the channel in general. A lot of people that watch my videos don't really think sometimes Valve looks at comments, looks at videos, looks at Twitter threads, or looks at people on Reddit, which I agree with you. The old Valve 5 years ago probably wouldn't have any idea what's going on whatsoever and what the community actually thinks. Now, I kind of beg to differ. Based on replies and what they're liking from people at Coachella, I think they have an idea. And the icing on top is they sent out an update last Thursday alongside a tweet saying, "We fixed a gap in geometry on Vertigo with today's update. Thank you for reading." Now, why this is weird and why this is somewhat of a taunt in my opinion is normally they say, well, release notes are up for today. They don't say anything else. That tweet was not really mocking people, but it was teasing something in a way, in my opinion, where it changes things up. Now, it could be a whole lot of nothing, but I don't really want to believe that since we haven't had any content for now almost a year, and with no leaks until just the past couple of days, it was assumed Valve was working on something big based off what we already knew, that being a case with a new cookery knife, some new skins from the workshop, and old maps coming back to CS2. We're now going to check in with some tweets on X to give this video a lot more context, but also the proof that I believe something is coming very soon. Now, the first post is from Thor CS2. He's a Counter-Strike 2 data miner, and I suggest you go follow him. Links to him and everybody in today's video will be in the description down below. Just a couple hours ago on the 22nd, so you watching today's video, he posted tournament item submission tool, most likely for pro players to submit their stickers. Now, this was done due to DPR updates, and just a couple hours before that, he said DPR and DPRP update branches, CS2 update incoming. He found some other things that changed some game settings so you won't lag and stutter as much, and that was just all today as well. So we're most likely going to see an update within the next few hours of you watching today's video, or possibly me even making this. And there's somewhat a meme on the channel where whenever I post a video where we haven't gotten an update in 2 weeks or I complain about something, it gets fixed that same day. So maybe I can do the next video as an anti-cheat. I'm not really sure. Our next post is from XMercyCS. Now, he's a Counter-Strike 2 Twitter user. He's a player and almost blogger who talks about the game but also the in-game economy. He's pretty smart, very detailed posts, and puts a lot of effort into them. Some stir up a decent bit of controversy, but in a good way. It creates a conversation and creates content for the Counter-Strike community, which we desperately need at a time like this where there's nothing going on. He tweeted out on the 18th of January, so just last week, "By making this post, it seems like Counter-Strike 2 is getting something big soon. Otherwise, considering the current state of the game, which is very bad, they wouldn't dare to make such a move. They are most likely warming up the engagement algorithm, which is clearly working, a simple post with a huge amount of feedback." There's a bunch of threads as well that he put onto this tweet. To add up, the major is coming soon, and there is zero margin for the first ever CS2 major to flop. It'll be a disaster if that happens. At the current state, it will. They gotta change the game, literally, and pump it up. CS2 needs a shock before the major. And that to the fact we basically got no updates lately, and the stars might be aligning for something big. Though this is just my take, pure speculation. To the people saying copium, Valve will always 100% of the time they drop a big update start to troll and act silly, which they did here. This could also just be a few days before the big update. That also comes after a long time of no content and a whole lot of deceptions. This is literally their modus. And most people in the comments were saying, well, yeah, it kind of sucks and this is sad that this is the way it is, but it's very true, and I pretty much 100% agree with this. Even looking back to last year in Operation Riptide, we had nothing before these updates really. I guess last year we had the Revolution case and Anubis packages, and then we had the whole major itself. But 2 years ago, dating back to Operation Riptide, months before this, we had absolutely nothing. We had a few leaks and data mines here and there for Operation Riptide, but not too much. And then boom, one random night, Valve drops something big, such as an operation, and just kind of lets us be. If we're not going to see an operation, then I think think a case and probably a couple maps alongside that are most likely to come. Now, something I've said in recent videos is because Valve hasn't said or really worked on anything until the past 4 days, we haven't seen any data mines for anything big. Just last Friday, we saw the most DPR updates we've ever seen, with brand new branches suggesting that there could be new content, and all of that combined could be over 20 gigabytes. So I don't really know what else besides an operation could be that file size. That would also explain the lack of content and nothing coming out. And what do you guys think down below? Do you think we're going to see something like an operation, or do you think this is just going to be a major update with possibly a case alongside that with brand new souvenir packages? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below. I will be making a Operation Riptide 2-year review. How does it compare today? What could we see in the future? And what could Valve change from Operation Riptide to make it and just better for the everyday average player? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.